Hey y'all, I know I already put up a video, but get my thumb out of that thing, and it's fixing to be 8 o'clock. What was it I wanted to tell y'all? Anyway, I figured out that we're moving from Jacksonville to Orlando for work, which, I'm still going to live here regardless. I'm not leaving my house. I might, for work or whatever for the week, but I'll always be back on the weekend. And then I figured out what they're going to start me out on doing for sure. Which I'll be putting out, like, the caution signs, cones, sidewalk closed signs, all that kind of stuff. And then they're also going to have me reading blueprints. And I'll have to translate to everyone what they've got to do, where they got to put the holes, where they got to start digging, where they got to how many pipes got to go down, and all that kind of stuff. And I've read blueprints before, never for this, but I've read blueprints before for what do you call it, shop class. I took shop class when I used to live in Arkansas. I was in like 9th grade. I was like 15. And they taught us how to read blueprints. We learned the difference between masonry work and foundations and bricklaying and stuff like that. I used to work in that too. I also learned how to weld, which I knew how to weld before that because that's weird. My eyelashes are shining because they're white tipped. But I knew how to do that beforehand. I did woodwork and stuff like that beforehand too. My stepdad actually taught me and my sister to do that. Like the woodwork. He taught us for a Christmas present for my mom and my grandma and them. And then he was a welder, so we had a welding machine and everything at home. And when we didn't have nothing else to do, he would make us get out there, or he would make me, not us, me. He would make me get out there in the garage and help him weld down some stuff. And so I was able to do that. I'm okay at welding. I'm not like the best, and it's been so long since I've done it. I probably have to relearn. But anyway, so we were taught to read blueprints and stuff. But that's a whole new game. So hopefully I'll be able to learn that pretty quick. And I know a lot of the people there, so just what we're doing is we're moving to a different company. My husband was with this company before we went to Jacksonville, and they told us to start with, yeah, they were going to make sure they gave me a job. Okay, that wasn't true. So he talked to his previous boss, and he's like, yeah, go ahead, bring her up, because they need 6 people on the crew, and other than the machinists. And there's one guy, there's one guy that is so deathly afraid that he's going to get the coronavirus that he's not wanting to come to work. So they're going to go ahead and let him stay home. Now, don't get me wrong. We're all definitely afraid to get that. You know, it's not a fun thing from what I've seen, and anyone is susceptible to get it. And that's not, ain't nothing to play with. But with the type of job that we're doing, we're not that close to each other. And we're outdoors, and we cover our faces, because it's a lot of dust flying around, especially whenever you happen to break up concrete and stuff, using that jackhammer and stuff. That's a lot of dust flying around, and that it in itself can cause you to have issues. And with that going around, you want to protect yourself, so you're going to cover your face. And even though having a low immune system, as I have a weak immune system, I'm not as worried about getting it as I probably should be. Just for the simple fact that I do keep my distance. I don't like to be close to people. I don't want nobody getting right up next to me. But with this job and me being partially deaf, and it's a lot of noise, it's not quiet by no means whatsoever. You got jackhammers going a lot of times. You got, backhoes going, and, traffic whizzing by, and, then the drilling machine, to drill down from one end to another so that they can run the pipes without having to dig a trench all the way across, So, you got all that. And then you've got the water truck going. And then you've got the motor for the vacuum going. And just all kinds of stuff, y'all. And so I have, and this is my side that I can hear on. I cannot hear on this side almost nothing. For me to be able to hear on this side, it has to be like right next to my ear. So if someone wants to talk to me at the job, they're going to have to get this close, or be standing in front of me where I can, and have to move their thing out of the way so I can read their lips. Or they can text it to me. So, yeah, I get to learn something new and get paid good for it. And the other thing with that, the company we were with the guy the boss that's from Oklahoma as well, where we were at in Jacksonville, they hold you back 1 week. You got, first week they hold your check, and then you get paid the next week. This one is not like that. They pay you from the very beginning. So, I start Monday, and then I get paid on Friday. So, I'll be able to go buy my hair, and I'll be able to try to do my hair. So, that's going to be fun. Tomorrow, I do got a little bit of work to do. I'm making deliveries tomorrow, because we still, excuse me, we still deliver produce, because that was what my job was before we owned our own business, selling produce. So we have customers that own restaurants, or they do like catering and lunch trucks. So we get their produce for them and deliver it to them. And that's what we're doing now, is like, on the weekends, If there's something that needs to be done during the week, like Wednesday, when I went to Tampa for my doctor's appointment, I went first thing in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, and bought onions and tomatoes, and I delivered them. Then I went to my doctor's appointment. And then I did everything else I had to do. But yeah. That's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow, so I gotta leave at like 6 o'clock in the morning. And go down here to the farmer's market, and me and him's gonna pick up the produce, and because I have a truck and he's got a little bitty, teeny weeny, beat up Saturn. I mean, that's like the tiniest car. I hate that car. Just for the simple fact that I don't like compact cars. Because I feel like I'm too low to the ground. And anything could, cause you to, damage anything in the undercarriage. And I don't like that. I like my truck. And, plus I can haul more in the truck. So, I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Then on Monday, I probably won't take my truck to work. I'm probably gonna leave it here. I am gonna take my clothes with me just in case they do decide to let me stay in, one of the rooms that they rent. But if not, then I'll be coming back and forth. But to start with, we're gonna take our box truck. Not this one outside. This one belongs to someone else. Me and him, we have it's an older model. It's a 95 Isuzu NPR lift cab. And it is about the size of a large U-Haul. And, that's what we're going to take to work on Monday. So, I hate doing that because I always get my little ball here stuck on the little loop that's inside the nostril for my nose ring. But anyway, that's what I wanted to update y'all on. So if I don't put up any videos this next week, it's because I'm going to work. And this will be an easier job than what they would have had me doing somewhere else, because I ain't got to wreck my nails. And hopefully by the end of the month, I'm going to try on Saturday next week and see if I can get them to take these off. And try to do something different. And then when I need my fill-ins done or emergency fix, then I can use the clear that I got here. But I'm still going to order my own kit for next week. Next week I'm going to order my own kit of colors and the machines and lights and gel and all that stuff. And do it myself at home. I don't need tips. I already got tips. But I do need the Dremel, and I do need the UV light, and I need the acrylic and the brushes and the gel and the brushes. And I'm also going to order a rhinestone kit or a Swarovski crystal kit. That way I can do some little simple designs, and I'm going to be able to do them myself. I'm never going to be able to do anything like this, like doing different extravagant designs and stuff, unless I practice it. But at least to start out with, I'll be doing, I might be able to do ombre or something. But I like pink on my ombre. And I like this green and pink ombre. It don't look pink anymore. It kind of looks almost brown. Like a tannish brown. But yeah. And I can always do the clear and paint them. Anyway, I'm going to get off here. I don't want to do that long a video. I wasn't planning on doing it this long. Anyway. that's what I'll be doing. And I was just excited. I wanted to let y'all know. So like and subscribe if you're not already. Hit the notification bell. And for those of you who are subscribed, you know I love you, and I know you know I appreciate you every day. And like I say always, I will be praying for y'all in this time to make praying for you that you don't get sick, and if you are already, then I will be praying for you to get well and soon. And everybody be safe and have a good night. Bye.